Well, welcome everyone. We'll thank Harvey Norman and DeLonghi for today's show. And what I'm going to show you is a traditional Greek dish from one of the islands in Greece, or many islands. Has anyone been to Greece before, on any of the islands there? Have you had a dish called prawn Saganaki? Or prawns with tomato feta? No? That's what I'm going to show you today. So, now it's one of those dishes that's pretty versatile, and I'll explain later. Like you can have it on its own, or you can serve it up with other accompaniments, which I'll explain later on. So we'll heat up a pan. Has anyone been to the restaurant? Kouzina? Same person. Greece and the restaurant. Well done.
Did you enjoy it, Theo? Did you see Theo?
I'll hide out the back. Yeah. I'll put some good amount of olive oil here. Can everyone see the screen? Yeah, it's all good. Some butter. Now you don't need to add butter to this dish, but I add it in there just for a little bit of flavour. While that's melting, I've got some shallots here. You can use any onion you like, brown, red, whatever you got in the pantry is fine. It's going to get cooked out, so it won't matter. But these shallots are nice and a little bit sweeter.
I'm at community center watching my Yeah, okay.
So I'll just rough chop them here. So the other thing, because we've got butter in this dish, you got to be careful not to put it on high heat, otherwise it'll burn. I'll just put another half.
So is prawn Saganaki one of the popular dishes that you serve at Kouzina Modern Greek and Meze Bar on the promenade?
Yeah, it actually is. I've been serving this up for over 20 years in the restaurants, so it's quite popular. It's never come off the menu because it's selling so well. But does anyone know what Saganaki means in the audience? Has anyone had Saganaki before? Maybe the cheese in a Greek restaurant?
I'm going to be honest with you, I've never heard of it.
You've never heard of it? Yeah. Well, Saganaki is pretty much a term that means cooking in a skillet. So that's what we call in Greek a Saganaki. So basically this dish is traditionally cooked in here, but if I cook here there won't be enough for people to try. So because it's small, so I'm using a bigger pan here today. But I'll show you how it's presented in there. So I'll just let these sweat. Just cook them until the translucency goes away, so they go nice and soft. Got some garlic here. I think garlic's a staple in a Greek kitchen. So we'll just chop that up. If you've got one of those garlic presses at home, just feel free to use that.
Now, people are trying to madly write down this recipe, although it is a nice, simple, quick, fresh recipe, Theo. Where else can they find it?
Has everyone got the cards on the chairs?
On your chairs?
We've got our website on there. It'll be uploaded on the website on Monday, okay? So if you go to our website on Monday,
all the w's.kouzina.com.au.
Yes, I'll get it from there. Now I've got a small bird's eye chili here. I'll just take out the seeds because they're the bitter part.
And this is optional, or as much as little?
Yeah, it's hot as you can handle it. Just go for it. You want to put 5 of them in there and go for it. You can use chili paste. It doesn't have to be these chilies. It could be any type of chili you like. It's just to spice it up a little bit. Chilies also speed up digestion, so they're good for weight loss. Okay, so just put them in there. Now I've got the olive oil, just a little bit of, just use any dry white wine. I'm using some Greek wine today.
Good to see you there, Theo.
Yeah. It's actually a Greek Sauv Blanc, so.
Save a bit.
There's some there for you, Aaron. Okay, so now I've got a tin of diced tomatoes. So these are organic diced tomatoes. If you got some fresh ripe tomatoes, you can use them as well. Just chop them up, put them in with their juices. I'll just heat them up. But I find those canned ones work quite well because they're nice and ripe. They've got an intense flavour. You don't have to add any tomato paste to them because there's enough tomato flavour there. It's a bit more chilli. Now, actually, before I got here this morning, I cooked a whole batch of these, so there'll be some coming out to you. Speak of the devil, so some samples are coming out. See, mind reading.
Prawn Saganaki for all of our guests. Sorry, Theo?
They can taste what I'm making now. So.
I think it'll be a unanimous thumbs up.
Now in there I'm going to add some Greek feta. Now you notice I did say Greek feta, not just feta. Not only it helps my family in Greece with their farms and their Ferraris, but Greek olive oil, Greek feta, Greek wine. It's good for their economy, okay? But on a serious note, the reason I'm using Greek feta, it's the best feta to use in cooking. So when you're heating up feta, if it's not Greek and if it's Danish or the local one, in cooking it'll just turn to cream and milk and go too milky. It won't hold its shape and appearance, and it's a little bit more sharper in flavour. You'll find that Greek feta and the Bulgarian one's a good option as well. It's made along the same lines, but you notice how the feta sort of staying nice and chunky, even though it's got that crumbly effect. So when you're biting into it, you can actually taste the feta, whereas the other one will just melt. So, but the other feta is great for any cold applications, like a Greek salad, eating it cold. You can use any type of feta; it doesn't really matter. So that's heating up there. Got some green prawns here, and nice South Australian king prawns. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the head and the tail. The reason for that is just so a bit more flavour goes into the dish. If you're scared of the head, then just take it off. Or you can just buy those little tiger prawns, which are the ones you're eating now, because I could fit more in a pan. I use them for the sample. So I just take out that little bit of their food in there, away, and just drop them in there like that.
How's that tasting, ladies?
The rest I've peeled, so I don't bore you here peeling prawns, because I saw how I've done one of them. So we'll just drop them in there. Now the reason I'm adding the prawns later in this dish is I don't want to overcook them, because I want time for the tomatoes to cook and the feta to melt in there. Because prawns only take about 3 minutes or so to cook. So I'm going to put them in there in just about a minute or so each side. Look, I fit all of them in there. Here's another head that's come apart. I'll just put the heat up a little bit. How are the prawns you're eating? Are they okay? Yeah? Have you tried one, Erin? No?
I need to have the butter free.
Yeah. Oh, I've got to make it different. I can make you one here.
Oh,
Yeah.
skillet.
Yeah. So I'll just let them simmer in there.
I'm really jealous. It smells so good.
So, now the idea is just turn them over gently. See how they're starting to go a little bit white, where they've got that opaque translucent colour. As they cook, the prawns will go white and slightly firm. That's how you know that they're cooked. So they don't take long at all. So hence why I put them right at the end. Because if you overcook prawns, they go nice and sort of tough and rubbery. I'm not going to toss the pan here in front because I don't have an apron on, so I'm just doing it gently with the tong. Another thing I forgot to mention yesterday, if anyone's interested in a trip to Greece and actually experience food like this in the land that it comes from, Kouzina's organising a trip in August for select people to go over there, and we're going to do a food and wine tour of all unique places. A lot of my friends that own restaurants there and farms, covering different parts of some islands, some mainland. If anyone's interested in a tour like that, and it's going to be, I'll be the escort along that tour, and there'll be cooking demos along there, going out, just away from the normal touristy stuff. So if you're interested in that, just you got Kouzina's webpage, just send through an email to the restaurant, just say you're inquiring in regards to the Greek trip, and we'll send you the full brochure. Okay, it's a 20-day trip, so it's something exciting. It's the first time we're doing it, and we've got good interest in it. Now that's cooked now. Now we've got some salt. So I'm not going to put too much salt because the feta that I've used today has got enough salt in it, and just a little bit of Greek oregano.
Any preference for the type of salt that you use?
I like to use just sea salt flakes. Nice, more intense, easier to control. So that dish is pretty much ready to go. In a restaurant environment, or even at home, if you can buy these from kitchenware shops. Or the other thing you can do, if you've got some pasta at home, or rice or pilaf, just on a plate. I didn't bring any with me today, so basically just put some rice, pasta on the plate, and then just arrange these along the side, or mix it through. So it becomes a good accompaniment to some pasta as well. So you can present them like this. Some nice crusty bread if you got that.
Yum.
That's where the sauce kicks in. You just mop it up. Just remove that.
So double checking that offer of a glass of wine if they pop along and make a booking at the Promenade of Robina Town Centre for your Kouzina Modern Greek and Meze bar, Theo, and they'll find you down there at the back of the kitchen.
Yeah,
cooking away.
And it's a good glass of wine.
A good glass of Greek wine.
Yeah, beautiful wine. So it's your chance to sample some for free. I'm just going to get some continental parsley here. And then just put some on top like that. If you like, just for presentation, you can just crumble a little bit more feta on the top. And that's our prawn Saganaki dish.
Beautiful.
Okay?
Round of applause, please.
Exactly what you ate. Okay, so we'll see you at the restaurant, you can have it there. Okay?
Thank you very much for our first chef today at the Expo, Theo from Kouzina Modern Greek and Meze bar.
And happy Mother's Day for tomorrow.
Aww.